Have you ever said or done something in the heat of the moment that you later regretted? Maybe you sent that angry text, made a bad decision, or walked away from something important, all because your emotions took over. Here is the truth that most people miss. Your emotions control your results. You can have all the talent, skill, and intelligence in the world, but if you can't manage your emotions, you keep sabotaging your success. So in this video, we'll be talking about how to control your emotions, and by doing that, how to control your relationships, your results, and your life. So if you're in love with this topic, please give this video a like, hype it, so that I can get to others, and stick with me to the very end so that you can catch everything that I'm about to share with you. So if you're ready with me on this one, let's just get straight into it. So the first thing I'll be sharing with you is the hidden link between emotion and results. Everything you do, every decision, every reaction starts with an emotion. When you feel calm and confident, you make better decisions. When you are angry or anxious, you act impulsively, and this often makes things worse. For example, just think about a time when you made a bad financial decision or relationship decision because you were emotional and then you regretted it later. Science also backs this up because your emotional state directly influences your cognitive function, judgment, and creativity. When emotions spike, your prefrontal cortex, which is the rational part of your brain, literally shuts down. That's why those who master their emotions often outperforms those who are smarter, because they think clearly under pressure. The second thing I'd like to share with you is why emotional control is so hard. Most people were never taught emotional regulation, because from childhood we're told, don't cry, don't get angry, just calm down. No one taught us how to do that. So now as adults, we swing between emotional extremes, suppressing feelings until you explode. Emotional control doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It means understanding them before they control you. Because in life, you either manage your emotions or your emotions will manage you. So when you feel emotional, ask yourself, is this reaction helping me get closer to the result I want or pushing me further away? That question alone can interrupt emotional spirals and restore clarity. Something I'll be sharing with you is a 5-second rule for emotional control. When emotions rise, logic falls. The key is to pause before reacting. So this is a simple and powerful technique that you can always use. When you feel triggered, angry or anxious, or even afraid, you can count backwards from 5 to 1. That short delay will activate your prefrontal cortex, and it will give your brain a chance to override impulsive emotion. So instead of shouting back in an argument, you can pause, breathe, and ask, what outcome do I want here? This isn't weakness, it is strength, because anyone can react, but it takes power to stay composed. Emotion is energy in motion. So control the emotion, and then you can control the outcome. The next thing I'll be sharing with you is the power of emotional awareness. Before you can control your emotions, you have to identify them. So most people label everything as either good or bad, but emotional intelligence goes deeper than that. So there's a big difference between feeling angry and feeling disrespected. And there's a difference between feeling anxious and feeling unprepared. So the more precisely you can name your emotion, the easier it becomes for you to be able to manage it. Psychologists call this emotional granularity. So when you feel upset, you can ask yourself, what am I feeling exactly? Why am I feeling it? What do I need right now? When you name the emotions, it reduces the intensity, just like shining a light in a dark room. So for instance, you're saying, oh, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed because I expected something different. Insights will change how you respond. The next thing I'll be sharing with you is how to shift your emotional energy. So once you've identified the emotion, the next thing you've got to do is to shift it. You can't always choose what you feel, but you can choose what you want to do with it. So for you to be emotionally strong and being able to manage your responses, you pause and breathe. Slow deep breathing will calm your nerves. Move your body like walking, exercising. You can change your environment by stepping away from what triggered you. A few minutes of space can save hours of regret. Then also you can replace your thought. Every emotion is tied to a thought, so you need to challenge negative thoughts, because the emotion you feed becomes the state of your being. So choose peace over drama. Choose progress over reaction. Next thing I'll be sharing with you is emotional control and real world results. So let's talk about the results, because emotional control is not just a feel good skill, it's a performance skill. So in relationships, when you stay calm, people trust and respect you more. At work, you make smarter and faster decisions and even communicate clearly. In personal growth, you break the cycle of regret and build a long-term success. Think of great leaders like Nelson Mandela, Michelle Obama, or even a calm manager that you've admired. Their power wasn't in shouting or controlling others. It was in their ability to stay composed under pressure. So when you stay steady emotionally, you attract stability, opportunities, and even respect. An action step I have for you here is, for every time you manage your emotions instead of reacting, make sure you note it down, because you are rewiring your blueprint for success. The next thing I'll be sharing with you is building emotional strength over time. Emotional mastery is not built overnight. It's trained like a muscle. Each time you face a trigger and you choose control, that muscle grows. Okay, let me give you an analogy. Think of yourself as a thermostat, not a thermometer. As a thermometer reacts to the environment, a thermostat sets the environment. Be the thermostat in your own life. Set your emotional temperature and let the world adjust to you. And I'll also give you some tips to practice daily. The first one is journaling. I do love journaling a lot. If you journal, you're going to see so many things that you're even taking note of in the past that would help you. It helps you to keep track of things going on in your life. Another thing I love to do is end of the day reflection. Reflect on everything that has happened to you, even the good and the bad, and ask yourself, how did I do emotionally today? How did I respond? Was that good enough? Is there any way I could have done better? Is there any way I can change it next time? How would I have reacted better next time? These are the questions to ask yourself when you reflect on everything that has gone on in your day. And this is the only way you can improve on how you handle your emotions. And then the third one is to learn from moments when you lost control. Not with guilt, but with curiosity. So in the end, controlling your emotions isn't about suppressing who you are. It's about unlocking your best self. Because when you control your emotions, you control your choices. And when you control your choices, you control your results. The calmest person in the room isn't weak. They are the most powerful. They are the ones who see clearly, who lead wisely, and who live freely. Your emotions are your servants, not your masters. So when you learn to lead them, your life follows. So stay calm, stay grounded, and remember, you can't always control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. So if you found this video very helpful, please like this video, give it a hype, and share it on to others that will be needing this. And in the comment section down below, let me know, what emotion do you struggle with the most to control? The anger, fear, or frustration? Your journey to mastery starts with awareness, and so you've got this. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my video. I do appreciate you. On my end screen here, you'll find a video here that promises you great insight. Please do well to watch it, and if you're new to this channel, do well to subscribe, as I promise you awesome content. And until I see you in my next video, have an amazing day ahead, and bye for now.